It's your favorite time again, Math with Mr. Evans. Today is 13-2, converting customer units of capacity. What does that mean? Well, units, yesterday we talked about length of units, yards, inches, miles, feet. Today we're talking about units for capacity, which is measuring liquid. How much liquid can something hold, like a bowl or a cup? So those units are going to be cups. So 1 cup is equal to 8 fluid ounces. So we have cups and ounces so far. So 1 cup is the same as 8 fluid ounces. And the reason we say fluid is because we're talking about liquid. There's another measurement with ounces, but we're not talking about that today. So just remember, if you hear fluid, we're talking about liquid. Okay, so 1 cup is the same as 8 fluid ounces. We have, ounces is written as OZ for short. We have pints, which is written as P or PT. So a pint, 1 pint, is the same as 2 cups, and C is the short term for cups. You don't have to write cups out, you just put a C. So 1 pint is equal to 2 cups. Then we have a quart, which is written in short as just a QT, quart. Okay, so 1 quart is the same as 2 pints. And then finally we have a gallon, which is written as just a G. And 1 gallon is the same as 4 quarts. So we have cups, ounces, pints, quarts, and gallons. Let me write this chart out real quick for you again, and then we'll do an example using the chart. So remember, a cup is equal to 8 ounces. 1 pint is 2 cups. 1 quart is 2 pints, and 1 gallon is 4 quarts. All right, so if we're converting this direction, if we're going from a cup to an ounce, a pint to a cup, a quart to a pint, or gallon to quarts, then when you go that direction on your chart, you're going to multiply. You're going to multiply by the conversion number. So if you go from cups to ounces, it's times 8. If you go from pints to cups, it's going to be times 2. If you go from quarts to pints, it's times 2. And if you go from gallons to quarts, it's times 4. If you go the other direction, if you're going to convert from quarts to gallons, from pints to quarts, from cups to pints, or from ounces to cups, it is divide. Okay, so let's look at an example. If I had 10 pints, and I wanted to convert that to quarts, well, according to my chart here, going from pints to quarts means moving left, which is divide. So I'm going to have to divide that 10. I'm going to divide it by something, and there are 2 pints in a quart, so I'm going to divide it by 2. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take that 10 pints, divide it by 2, and that's going to give me 5 quarts. So in 10 pints, there are 5 quarts, or you could say in 5 quarts, there are 10 pints. Let's do another one. I'll put this chart up again for you so we can look at it. 1 cup equals 8 ounces. 1 pint equals 2 cups. 1 quart equals 2 pints. And 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. All right, so remember, if we go this way, we are multiplying, and if we go this way, we're dividing. All right, so if I have a problem that has 3 quarts and 1 pint, so 3 quarts and a pint, and I want to convert it all to just pints. Well, if we have 1 pint, then we know we're going to have that 1 pint in our answer. But what about the quarts? We need to change the quarts to pints. So I'm going to look at my chart up here, and to go from quarts 2 pints, we're moving to the right, which means we're going to multiply. Okay, so I'm going to take that quarts, that 3 quarts, and I'm going to multiply it by 2 because there's 2 pints in 1 quart. So 3 quarts times 2. 3 quarts times that 2 will get us 6 pints. But we still have that 1 pint from the beginning. So really, the quarts is now called pints. We have 6 pints. So that red 3 turned into 6 pints, and then we're going to add that 1 other pint we had. So we could have a total of just pints, and it's going to equal 7 pints total. Okay, I've given you a chart that will help you convert these numbers. Use that chart to complete your homework.